Hello, Aquarius. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for you, Aquarius, for the week of January 25th through the 31st. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me daily for my quick glance daily readings. Now, keep in mind, these are general readings and will not resonate with everyone. You can obtain a private reading by clicking the link to my website below. And this week, I am using the Egyptian Tarot Nefertari deck with this beautiful golden overlay to the cards. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating this week. Okay, Aquarius, you first have the Six of Wands. Next, the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Now, your overall energy for the week is Four of Chalices. And we will get to your two oracle cards in just a little bit. So, at first glance here, Aquarius, what I'm picking up is you're kind of a leader, Aquarius. Maybe somebody that's in charge in the workplace or at home. And the biggest thing that's coming through is you're disconnected or you've lost hope, kind of in regards to whatever you've been through, Aquarius. So you're disconnected from spirit. Or for some Aquarians, you don't have spirituality in your daily life. And I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's the phrase that keeps coming through. Okay, well, first let's take a look at your overall energy here for the week. And you have the Four of Chalices or Cups. This is your driving energy for the week. This is where I'm feeling the most that you're disconnected from spirit. You're only seeing the three cups, just these top three cups in front of you. You're not seeing the assistance from the divine, that one cup here being offered to you. So you've kind of lost hope, and you can really tell looking at the card here. Just you've kind of just lost hope. You see this individual is just like keeled over. He's wore out. So this card can indicate being really unhappy, dissatisfied with your current circumstances or your situation, and you're just withdrawing from something. Emotionally, even just kind of taking time out to contemplate how you're feeling. So it just seems like you're tired of a certain situation around you, Aquarius, and you just don't see any options available to you. But there is. And this is where meditating on a daily basis, connecting to your higher self, connecting to spirit, strengthening that co-partnership with spirit is really going to help you out this week. Now, the Four of Chalices here is actually Cancer's card, which can be very loyal and devoted. But you've lost some hope. So you're worrying, you're kind of defensive. And this card is ruled by the moon, which can indicate that there are some things hidden that you're not seeing. And this would be inspiration and guidance because it's all around you. But you're not seeing what's actually right in front of you. And with this card being ruled by the moon, you need to trust in your intuition and your instincts, Aquarius. This is that number 4 energy. So it's all about stability. It's about being rational. It's about being self-disciplined. The number 4 energy can be a very rooted and stagnant energy, and that's not going to do you much good this week, Aquarius. Now, 4 is also the number of your fourth chakra. That's your heart center, which is concerned with balance and love. Now, your anchor card for your reading, your focus for the week, is actually the Six of Wands, which is indicating that you are successful in what you do, whether this is at home with the family or if this is in the workplace. You serve as a role model for the people around you, and they look up to you. But what I'm also like picking up in your cards here is that you've been having a very tough time lately. And since you are that role model that everyone looks up to, you have to remain strong, even though you have this Four of Chalice energy around you, which is really wearing you down and draining your energy. But your focus this week, moving forward through the week, is the Six of Wands. Leo's very fiery energy. It's ruled by Jupiter. So this is going to be bringing in some good luck, some happiness, possibly good health, some good fortune is going to be coming in this week for you. So it's going to work out. It's going to work why you're kind of to snap you out of this Four of Chalice energy, you might say. And if you're kind of withdrawn from everything, you've lost some hope. The Six of Wands here is associated with your third chakra, so that's your navel chakra, and that concerns your personal power, it's your will and determination, Aquarius. This is what you're going to lead and inspire others with, this type of energy. Now, 6 is the number of the third eye chakra. So that's your perception, your intuition. And maybe your perception has been a little off lately. And that's where I just keep picking up that losing some hope and optimism. But you're not letting anyone around you see that. You're maintaining that Six of Wands role model image. Because 6 is all about taking care of everyday needs. So you're holding it all together so as not to upset the balance with the people around you, which is very commendable, Aquarius, but it can be very stressful. Now, your next card here is the Ace of Swords. It's a gift from the divine presenting itself to you this week. And when this shows up, the Ace of Swords, this is success coming in for you after a lot of adversity. And I'm just picking up that you've just had a really tough go with things, a really tough time, not uncommon with what everyone has been dealing with for the past year. So each ace that is presented by the divine has a gift or an opportunity that's being presented for use in different ways. And this is the Ace of Swords. So this is an opportunity to use your mind and your mental energies to just cut through obstacles. So this card's indicating you will have the mental focus to start making new plans, developing new strategies, and then you're going to be committing to take action and see it through. That's why I see you, Aquarius, as the role model for the family, in your workplace. You're that strong individual that everybody relies on. Now, also, when the Ace of Swords shows up, you might start to understand something in a whole new way. You're going to get clarity. You're actually going to look at something that has been an old issue, maybe a problem you're trying to solve. You're going to look at it in a new way, like with a fresh pair of eyes. And what's going to happen with this card in energy is this is going to give you an opportunity to cut away what's unnecessary and just leave it behind. The swords can show up as a way of elimination. and possibly eliminating the old way of looking at things. And you're now going to stop waiting for things to, as so many people say, return to normal. So you're going to start thinking about what you can do now, Aquarius. And that's why you're going to look at things differently. You're going to have a new strategy. You're going to get this, like, it's like an aha moment as to why you really didn't think of this before. So you're going to be eliminating something that hasn't been working out for you. That's the best way I can describe it. This energy, the Ace of Swords, is something that's being presented to you. And since it is the swords, it's the mental energy. So it's that something is going to be communicated to you. You're going to get a thought, an idea. You're going to get clarity as to a solution to what you've been dealing with. Now, your next card is the Nine of Wands. And this is where I'm picking up that waiting for the other shoe to drop. The Nine of Wands is a card that your wisdom and your experience that you gained. You know, each one of these wands here is your experience, what you've gone through. So the Nine of Wands showing up could be what you come to realize from a previous experience that you had in the past. You learned the lessons from that. And can you apply what you've learned to your current situation? Now, there's just so much hidden from you that you're just not seeing things, but that's because of the influence here from the Four of Chalices energy. You do have solutions right in front of you. And the Nine of Wands is also a card, an energy ruled by the moon. So things aren't right out in the open. But number 9 is looking back over what you've done before. So you're reviewing, it's your past experience. And that past experience can help you out with what you're dealing with now. And also a reminder with the Nine of Wands that the law of attraction could kind of kick in here. You've got all your defenses up. You're ready to protect yourself. This is waiting for that other shoe to drop. But be careful of a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if you're expecting the worst, you draw that energy towards you. So you've got choices and solutions here. If you just kind of review as to what you might have done in the past, what worked for you, what didn't, what can you apply this week to your current situation? Now, your numerology for your 3 base cards here is number 16, which reduces to number 7. Now, 7 is dealing with forces that you have no control over, but how you respond to them, you do have control. So you do have challenges around you, Aquarius, but the number 7 is also your crown chakra. That's your connection with the divine. So the one thing that I keep picking up is that disconnect from spirit. Tune into your higher wisdom, your higher self. Meditate on a daily basis. Strengthen that co-partnership with spirit. There's messages and guidance and ideas waiting to come down to help you out, Aquarius. Now, in my recent trip to Sedona, which isn't that far from me, I came across this Sedona Oracle deck, and it ties into the Egyptian deck that I'm using because it does have ancient signs and symbols here, which are reminding us of the wisdom of our ancient people. So for you, Aquarius, you received Desert Spirit. And the message right here on the card is love from Creator, which is spirit, source energy, the divine, whatever name you give to the all oneness. And the message with this card is the beauty and spirit of the desert is everywhere. in the plants, rocks, in the air. This is indicating to open and allow the love from spirit to enter your heart and enter into your life. So, definitely indicating to connect with spirit. Take love with you to share with others on your journey in this beautiful planet. So, there's definitely some messages and guidance from spirit, and tapping into your higher wisdom is going to help you out this week, Aquarius. Now, let's take a look at which crystal your angels and guides are suggesting for you this week. And you received obsidian. Wow. Wow, Aquarius. Obsidian is a very powerful protective crystal. So, your angels and guides want you to be provided with a very grounded, protective energy. And this is also psychic protection as well for you, Aquarius. It's very important that you feel protection kind of on all levels. Remember, I'm picking up with the Six of Wands. You are the role model for everyone else around you. That's a big responsibility. Now, one message with your angels and guides suggesting obsidian is really take note of your surroundings. Pay attention to any feelings or warnings that you may receive. And this kind of ties into your Nine of Wands card here, being on guard. I mean, look at the rabbit is really on guard against this snake coming down unexpectedly. This is where that phrase kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop that I'm picking up. So have the obsidian crystal with you, or if you can, obtain an obsidian bracelet that you can wear this week, even better. Pay attention this week if you have any kind of a bad feeling about going to a particular place or any kind of event, an area. Notice and acknowledge that feeling. And if it's someplace that you absolutely have to go to, try to take someone else with you and take extra caution. But it's actually better to cancel your plans if you feel that way. They're suggesting the obsidian crystal to really protect you spiritually, physically, possibly emotionally. Sometimes this is suggestive because there might be someone who is quite draining or negative around you in your life, Aquarius. So either eliminate this person, and we're talking about your Ace of Swords energy, the elimination of things that don't serve a purpose for you, or be sure you're protected with the obsidian energy before you go near whoever this might be. Now, the obsidian crystal helps remove negativity, restores your energy, and it gives you extra resilience against those lower vibrational energies. So it is a highly protective crystal. So I would definitely recommend, and I do have mine close by, definitely recommend having this crystal this week, Aquarius. So, in summary for this week, Aquarius, your overall energy is the Four of Chalices or Cups, which is actually a disconnect from spirit in which you're not going to see difficulties or negative energies coming towards you. It's one of the main reasons your angels and guides are suggesting the obsidian crystal for this week. And also your Sedona energy message indicating to tap into spirit, to open and allow the love from spirit to enter your heart in your life. And this is meditating on a daily basis. 5 minutes is all it takes. Now, your focus this week, it's what this week is all about, is the Six of Wands. This is actually you, Aquarius. This is you being that support for the family or being that support in the workplace. You're the role model. You're the person that everyone looks up to. You're that go-to person. So you're a little bit stressed out and worried and trying to maintain that image and not letting anyone see how you're feeling here with the Four of Chalices here. This is how you're feeling. You're not letting anybody see it. But the Ace of Swords is coming in. It's indicating success after this hardship, Aquarius. And the Ace of Swords is an opportunity for you to use your mental energies to come up with a strategy to solve whatever it is you're dealing with this week. You're eliminating what no longer serves a purpose for you. This could be individuals. This could be problems that have arisen. This is a gift from the divine that's actually providing mental clarity for you this week. And the Nine of Wands here is your basic survival system in place, but it can help you this week if you review and think back to lessons that you've learned when you've been in similar situations. And this phrase just keeps coming up, waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's why your angels and guides are suggesting obsidian. There might be something this week that's going to come up that you need to be aware of and you need to be on guard for. But the warning here with the Nine of Wands is to remain hopeful and optimistic, especially if you're having a hard time right now. Because if you're expecting the worst, you're drawing that energy to you because the law of attraction is always at work. So one of the strategies that is going to become clear to you with the Ace of Swords here is to think in a different way. And you're going to end up coming up with solutions. But I think you're going to benefit greatly, Aquarius, especially if you don't normally meditate. Give it a try. 5 minutes each morning. Start out your day with just possibly listening to your favorite music, maybe taking a walk, just being alone with your own thoughts. See what messages come down. Ask for guidance from Spirit. Your Sedona energy messages saying love from the Creator. Take advantage of that, Aquarius. Sometimes when you just take some time out, that's when inspiration hits. That's when the ideas hit. And that's what your Ace of Swords is all about. And that is a gift from the divine that's coming in. So just an indication, especially with your numerology being number 7, tune into your crown chakra, your connection with the divine. Because I think you're going to have some answers that are going to just pop into your head. And it's going to help you to move forward this week with whatever you're dealing with. The Ace of Swords is indicating you're going to have success this week after all this adversity that you've been dealing with. So be sure to have the obsidian crystal this week and meditate. Strengthen that connection with Spirit. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe and help support my channel if you haven't already. And for private readings, click on my website link below. Love and abundance to my Aquarius family.